Yo, what's up, guys? It's Tropics here. So, I decided to bring the football content back to my Tropic Sports channel, as you can see. So I think I'm going to be doing the Seahawks schedule predictions or record predictions today. And then I think I'm going to do the record predictions for every single team in the NFL. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do some other content like fantasy this year. We're going to do weekly predictions with the boys. And then I think I'm going to do my power rankings as well before the season starts. And then as the season progresses, obviously. But Seattle. Obviously, most of you guys know, if any of you guys know, that I am a Seahawks fan. So there is a little bias, but I promise I'm not being biased in these record predictions. I think the Seahawks are going to be a pretty solid team this year. We drafted great. We got Devin Witherspoon in number 5 overall, and then we got JSN. I don't know how we got JSN, but we got JSN at number 20. A lot of teams passed on him. I don't know why. They were smoking some crack or something. I don't know what to tell you. Our receiving core is fucking... I think our receiving core is probably top 3 in the league at the moment. And then our defense, our secondary, Jamal Adams is coming back. We got Quandre Diggs. We obviously have Tariq Woolen, who was runner-up for Defensive Rookie of the Year. Honestly, in my opinion, I don't think Geno has any excuses on the offense when you have DK, Lockett, JSN. Then you have Noah Fant and Will Dissly at tight end, 2 solid tight ends. And then you also have Kenneth Walker, who had a breakout rookie season, also runner-up for Defensive Rookie of the Year, or Offensive Rookie of the Year. And then we drafted Zach Charbonnet behind him, so that's going to be a really good threat in the backfield. I also like Kenny McIntosh in the 7th round. Hell of a steal, love it. We beefed up the offensive line in the draft. We got Anthony Bradford and Oluwatimi. And our defensive line got better. In free agency, we got Draymond Jones. We also got Jaron Reed back from the Chiefs. Then we got some draft picks. We got Mike Morris. We got Derek Hall. I can't think of the nose tackle right now, but we got a nose tackle, good run stuffer. Who else did we get? I'm definitely forgetting someone. Whatever. But I think we're gonna have a pretty solid season. Another couple free agents we got. Julian Love. He'll probably be playing in Jamal Adams' spot until Jamal Adams is fully healthy. It'll probably take a couple weeks or so. But even when Jamal is back, you could probably switch out. He could probably play nickel also. We got Bobby Wagner back. That's a huge W. Jordan Brooks is probably going to be out for a while with his ACL tear. We got Devin Bush as well. A lot of good pickups. But let's get to the actual video here, which is the record predictions. So the schedule came out. I don't know when I'm going to post this. It might be 2 days from when the schedule came out, or it might be a day after the schedule came out. Either way, schedule just came out today for me. Obviously, for you guys, probably a couple days down the road. The only problem I really have with the schedule is that I hate that we have a bye week, week 5, which was a little more into the season, but it is what it is. We have 3 primetime games, 2 back-to-back Thursday night games. Kind of surprised we don't have a Sunday night football game. It is what it is. I thought we were going to get 4 to 5 primetime games, but obviously we got 3. Maybe if we play good, we'll get a flex, maybe against like the Eagles or something. Down the road. Monday night against the Giants, week 4. Thursday night Thanksgiving against San Fran at home. I might go to that game. We'll see. I really want to go to that game. And then Thursday night in Dallas to face the Cowboys. But so for the first 3 games of the season, I think we take 3 straight dubs. The Rams, they're kind of in rebuild mode. They lost a lot of key pieces: Bobby Wagner, Jalen Ramsey, I believe Leonard Floyd. Might be wrong about that one. The offense is kind of, I don't know about their offensive line, but I know Cooper Kupp's coming back. Matthew Stafford should be healthy. Cam Akers, Van Jefferson. Yeah, but defensively, I think all they got really that's like a noteworthy guy is Aaron Donald back. But he's also aging. I just think their defense it used to be top tier. That's why they won the Super Bowl. I just don't think it's there anymore. So I think that's a W. That's also at home, week 1. W. In Seattle. It's hard to win there for opposing teams. Versus the Lions in Detroit. We played Detroit last year in Detroit as well, and that was one of the craziest games I've ever watched. I think the score was 48-45. I think the Lions did get better in the offseason, but I also think the Seahawks got better. And that game that we played was just an offensive battle because our defenses couldn't stop anything. But I think the Seattle defense got a little bit stronger. Not a little bit, a lot stronger. And I think we'll be able to stop the Lions' offense more than their defense can stop our offense because our offense got better too. I think we win that game. And then we play the Panthers at home, week 3. Sorry. I think that's a W too. Panthers got better. Their defense, I really like their defense. I just don't think they have enough. I just don't think they have enough defensively to stop our receivers. J.C. Horn probably going to be one-on-one with DK. That'll probably shut him down. But then you have Tyler Lockett running down the field, and then JSN controlling the middle of the field. I love the matchups there. Their offense got a little bit better. I do like the Miles Sanders pickup by them. I think that's going to be a good pickup for them down the road. They also got... Oh, no, they traded away DJ Moore. I'm tripping. Yeah, who are the receivers? They got Terrence Marshall. I'd have to look. But I do love Bryce Young. I think he's going to be great in that system. I just think it's going to take a little bit to mold. So I'm giving the Seahawks the W. And then we move on to week 4. In New York against the Giants, Monday Night Football. I think we take a dub. We played New York last year, and we beat them. I forgot what the score was. It was a really good game. It was towards the end of the season, I believe. Was it? No, I think it was right in the middle of the season, if I remember right. But yeah, it was a good game. It was really tight. That was when our defense actually was starting to pick it up a little bit. I think they have a little bit of question marks with Saquon right now, with his franchise tag or whatever's going on over there. Who did they pick up in the draft? Didn't they get a receiver? I forgot. I think Daniel Jones will thrive again this year under Daboll. I think the defense is really nice. I just don't think they're on the Seahawks level, and that's no disrespect. They're a playoff team at the end of the day. But yeah, I think we take the W in New York. Then we go on a bye week, week 5, and then we face the Bengals in Cincy. I think that's where we take our first loss. Obviously, Cincinnati is probably a top 5 team in the NFL right now. Actually, yeah, they're probably top 3. I think they are 3rd in my power rankings. Yeah, pretty obvious. We're playing in Cincinnati against a team that's pretty built to the brim. Probably has the best receiving core in the league, in my opinion. I will say the secondary is kind of iffy. Did they get Jesse Bates back? I forgot. I think they did, but I might be mistaken about that. But yeah, I think our receiving core could have a little bit of fill day. This could be a lot closer of a game than people expect, for the simple fact that Jamar and T. Higgins. I think this is a game that Tyler Boyd or T. Higgins could have a big game in this game, and I think that's going to be the difference in the game. But yeah, and then I think we go on a 2-game winning streak against Arizona and the Browns. I think Arizona, and I know I'm a Seahawks fan, so I might sound a little biased here, but I think Arizona's terrible now. I don't know anything about the Kyler injury. I think he'll be out for a while. Yeah, and They traded away their third overall pick, and they got Paris Johnson, which is good for the long term with Kyler. But other than that, they lost a lot of pieces. Probably going to be trading D-Hop here soon. Their quarterback would probably be Colt McCoy. Yeah, I think that's pretty much an easy W for the Seahawks. Then we move on to the Browns at home as well. I think the Browns are a pretty solid team. I just don't think they can. They won't be able to stop the Seahawks, in my opinion. This game could be close because the Browns offense, I feel like it could be really good but really bad sometimes, and it really all comes down to Deshaun Watson and how good he's playing. But yeah, I think that's another W. Sounds crazy, but I think we're going to be 6-1 going into Week 9. That is right, 6-1. Yep. But I think we do take a loss to Baltimore in Baltimore. Kind of does suck the way the schedule did pan out. We are playing Baltimore and Cincinnati at their respective home fields, but it is what it is. I think the Ravens are a Super Bowl contender. People might think I'm crazy. I don't think I'm crazy. I think Zay Flowers is right behind JSN as the second best receiver coming out of the draft class. He's a burner. Kind of reminds me of Tyreek, but not Tyreek. Like close, but he's not Tyreek, obviously. Then you get Odell. Hopefully his knees can stay intact. And then, yeah, so their offense is good. J.K. Dobbins is coming back. Pretty sure he had an injury in the middle of the season. Lamar got his contract. There's no reason he's not going to play good. And I really like their defense. Their defense has always been pretty solid. So I think the Ravens take the W there. But moving on, we go to Washington. I know we actually stay at home. Or not stay at home. We go back home to play Washington. And, yeah, we take the W there. I think Washington's kind of on the downhill fall. They were kind of up on an uphill run for a minute there. I'm pretty sure they lost Heineke. Sam Howell would be their quarterback, correct? I like the receiver room. Their receiver room is actually super underrated. I love Terry McLaurin, Curtis Samuel, and Jahan Dotson. I think that's a pretty good receiving room. Antonio Gibson, I think if they can just use him right this season, he could be pretty solid. Their defense is solid, but I don't think Chase Young is going to play for them. We'll see. Seahawks should totally go trade for him. 2 seconds, I'll take him easily. But, yeah, I just think the Seahawks overall are a better team. So I'm going to take them in that game. And then moving on to the Rams in Los Angeles. I think the Rams are not that great of a team, but the Seahawks here and there will have some hiccups, and then they'll lose a game they definitely shouldn't have lost. And I think that's going to be against the Rams. Divisional opponent, they know our scheme. They've played us a million times. If we make one mistake, it could lead to a whole game ending, or a whole game. You know what I'm trying to say. I can't speak, as you can tell. But yeah, I think the Rams will just get a lucky one, and yeah. But looking at the record, 7-3, I believe. Yeah, 7-3 going into Week 12. Thursday night football, Thanksgiving night, Turkey Day against the 49ers. I hate the 49ers, but you know they're good. But I think the Seahawks made a little bit of a leap in the offseason, and obviously second-year players, Kenneth Walker, all those rookies from last year are going to take one step up. And I think we managed to take a W at home. Really close game, probably like a 27-24 game, last-minute field goal type shit, and we take the W. San Francisco's defense, really good, obviously. I think they have a little bit of a question mark at corner, but offensively, the one reason I think we could win this game is the quarterback room for the 49ers. Trey Lance is coming off of a ACL, I believe. He might be the quarterback, but it also could be Brock Purdy, and Brock Purdy's also coming back from that elbow injury. So, I don't know. The 49ers could be great with any quarterback they put in. They also got Sam Darnold. I like that a lot. Sam Darnold here and there, forgets how to be a good quarterback. So I'm just going to say the Seahawks take it at home, and we move to 8-3. And then as we move on. I think we take 3 straight losses. This is where, right here in this little clump, is 3 pretty tough games. We get Thursday Night Football in Dallas. I think it'll be a close game, but I think Dallas prevails. And then we play in San Francisco. I'll give San Francisco that game. Little revenge game for Thanksgiving. And then obviously the Eagles, probably the best put together roster in the NFL. Yeah, I think the Eagles personally are the number 1 team in the NFC. Probably in the NFL, just because the Chiefs obviously lost. Their receiving core is kind of ass. But Patrick Mahomes, is Patrick Mahomes. But not even talking about that. The Eagles roster, every position has someone pretty solid. So, yeah, obvious loss there. But, yeah, 49ers lost, Cowboys lost. Moving on, and I think we finish out the season with 3 dubs. So, I think we finish out 11-6. I think that's a pretty solid run. We went 9-8, made the playoffs last year. I think we make the playoffs this year and go 11-6. Probably let me look real quick at the seeding because I did all the predictions for every team. We would be the 5th seed, which would mean we'd be playing who I think is going to win the South, the Saints, going into the wild card. But yeah, I think we finish on 3 W's in Tennessee. That could be a tough game, even though Tennessee's kind of fallen off a cliff. But that's kind of a trap game in my opinion. But I think we prevail. We get the W. At home versus the Steelers. Steelers are a pretty solid team this year. I like them a lot. But I don't think they have what it takes to stop our receiving core. Again, I'm going to say that a lot. I think our receiving core is phenomenal going into the season. And in Arizona, as I've talked about, I think they're the worst team in the NFL right now, especially without Kyler Murray. So, yeah, I think we take a dub. I think 11-6 is the record that the Seahawks will finish with. And I think that'll be a pretty solid year. Yeah. So, I'll probably be making more of these record predictions throughout the next month. I don't know. Because I'm going to do one for every team. So, it could take... I might post 2 a day. I'll see. Obviously, I have to record all those. But, I work and shit, so might not get posted as much, or not every day, but I'll try to get it out as much as possible, get all the records out. I'll post a power rankings at some point, and then I'll probably do some fantasy stuff, probably include some friends in it, see what everybody's thinking going into fantasy this upcoming year. But yeah, man, all the 12s out there, hope you like the prediction. I hope we do better than my prediction. We very much could. We could take a game against the Rams. Could take a game against the Cowboys. But there are games that are trap games that we could lose to, such as like the Lions or the Steelers for that fact. But yeah, I hope you guys like the predictions. Yeah, kind of losing my train of thought right now, but yeah, if your team hasn't been done yet, I'll get to them, but yeah, I hope everybody has a great day, night, whatever it is, and I can't wait for the season to start.